Hey guys, my name's Nick Gross, and I realized after making a couple lessons that I never really gave you guys a preface to the lessons. So what I'm going to do is give you a short explanation of the guitar and how you want to hold it, other things similar to that. So when I hold the guitar sitting down, so when I'm sitting down, I have the bottom slot here. It's kind of tight, like against my upper thigh here. It's against my upper thigh, but not touching my waist. So it's just resting right at the upper thigh there, pretty close to the body. And then my breast, we'll say, is just right here in this divot. For girls, it's harder to do it, so you might want to, either stand up, keep the guitar, lower than I would do it. But for me, this is really comfortable. And then my elbow rests just right here, right near the bottom of the guitar. It rests right there. And it's always there unless I have to come up here for some reason. So you're just gonna have your elbow like that. So when you hold your pick, you're gonna hold it as an extension of your pointer finger here. So, see that? My pointer finger is about 90 degrees downward compared to my thumb. Just rotate your thumb so you see that's like a right angle there. And then the pick just goes straight out from the pointer finger. Okay, so you're probably going to want to have a strap when you're playing. This guitar, I did a little homemade thing here to keep the strap from falling off. But if you don't do anything, your strap is going to fall off pretty frequently, especially with cheap straps or thinner straps. So what you want to do is whenever you're standing up, you want to at least be able to catch your guitar if it's going to fall, if the strap comes off. There's a product that I use called strap locks. And what they are is they are, see these your little pegs here? They're just new pegs. You would unscrew the old ones and put new ones in. And then there's a little clip that goes over the top of it and it holds your strap in place, so your strap will never fall off. Those are definitely a good investment. I have it on all of my electric guitars except for my most recent purchase, and they're lifesavers for sure. I've had a lot of times previously where my guitar has just fallen because the strap comes off, or I catch it, and avoid it being, so that's just something to think about. So what we're gonna do is go over the parts of the guitar. This is the saddle, okay? These little pins here, only on an acoustic guitar, these pins are holding your guitar strings into place, okay? And the strings run all the way up to the headstock. So this is the neck, this is the head, and this is the body. Like a human, body, neck, head. Now, on the body, we have our saddle, and this is the tone hole. Now, when you strum, if you do it above the tone hole, it's going to be louder and sound better than if you do it. So you want to try to play about halfway, you know, just right here, halfway through the tone hole, like that. Now, the body, as you can see, stops us from going we can't go very high. See that? It's starting to get hard for me to play any higher than that, and I probably couldn't even play there. So some guitars feature a cutaway where it would be missing a chunk of wood here so you can get all the way up. So for an acoustic guitar, I wouldn't advise going higher than the 14th fret. This is the 12th fret with the 2 dots. So now I'm going to explain what frets are, since that seems like where we are. So see this? This is the nut. Okay, this holds the strings in place from the bridge to the head, or across the neck. It keeps your strings spaced apart from each other correctly. And then these little metal bars, see this that little metal bar that goes all the way across here, that's called a fret. Now I know in the first lesson I go over this, but the closer you play to that metal bar, but not on top of it, just right next to it, the easier the strings, the easier it'll be for you for the string to ring out and sound good. If you do it hear that. When I get closer to the bar, you can actually hear the note ringing out. Now, on many guitars, you'll have these dots on the side. And the dots are just, they help you keep track of what fret you're on. This is the 1st fret here. So this would be the 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret. So what these dots are telling you is they're just marking which fret it is. 1st dot is the 3rd fret, 2nd fret dot is the 5th fret, 3rd is, this one's the 7th, this one's the 9th. And then 2 dots here, this is the 12th. Now, if we're playing the string without picking it at all, or without fretting it at all, then this one with the 2 dots is the same note as when you're not picking it at all. So the double dots are signifying the notes restart here. So this is the same note as the 1st fret, same note as the 2nd fret, 3rd fret, etc. We won't get too much into that because this is just the preface, but that's the point of these dots. So this dot here is just like this dot and this dot are the same note. This dot and that dot are the same note. It's just an easy way to, you can just look down at the top of your guitar if you have the dots here, and you can go, oh, this one's 7, that's where I want to be. So, when you fret the guitar, make sure to use the tip of your finger. Not right under the fingernail, but more like if you were to put your fingers straight down on the table, the part that's touching the table, just right there. So now, this is detachable, it's just my tuner, but it's pretty important. Now the last thing we're going to talk about is tuning the guitar. See, it says E, and it's a little bit out of tune. So now if I rotate this one, see, this thing is connected to it, and the string runs there. So this one's E, this one's A, this one's D, and then G, B, high E. Now, that's the order of the strings. but that's beside the point. So if you twist it this way, then it's higher. And if you twist it this way, it's a lower pitch. Okay, so all of our strings are in tune. Now the last thing, I thought tuning was going to be the last thing, but this is the final thing. Our strings are each tuned to a specific note. Okay, so this one, our 6th string, the lowest pitch string, is the low E. Our 5th string is A. Our 4th string is D. Our 3rd string is G. Our 2nd string is B. And our 1st string is high E. The only reason I say 6th string to 1st string is because in a lot of like music that's written, it'll say 6th string and is this one, and the 1st string is this one. So you're gonna want to remember E, A, D, G, B, E for later. It's just something you'll kind of learn in time. But that's the preface to our lesson, to my lessons that I've been working on. I just made the 4th one, and I decided that it's important to make a preface before posting my 4th one, my 4th lesson. So I just wanted to, explain all of this stuff to you guys so that later I'm not sounding like an idiot when I'm saying 4th fret B string. You'll know, okay, this one's the B string, and 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll help you to be able to figure it out later. So thank you very much for watching, and I'm excited to teach you. My name's Nick Gross. Have a beautiful day.